everybody, welcome to Bear Talk TV. It is a very exciting day for us because one of our hosts here, Megan Edwards, and her friend, co-author Janet Reynolds, they have just written, published, and launched their very first book. I'm assuming this is your first book.
Very first book.
It's called Girl, It's Not You, It's Definitely Him. I already love it already.
Good.
You call yourselves TheUnd8ables.
Yes.
So first of all, I want to know a little backstory on your friendship because writing a book together must be an adventure and you got to have some history there. So tell us about your history together.
Well, Janet and I were auditioning for the TV show First Dates Canada, almost 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago. We were in this hot, you know what it's like when you go to an audition. It's hot, it's sticky, it's gross, you're in that room, and Janet had brought a friend with her, and her friend was like, yeah, I'm leaving, I can't be in here. And Janet doesn't audition for things. So then we just sat next to each other and we just started talking. Honestly, what happened after that? You found me on Facebook or something, or?
Yeah, well, we were given this contract, which I'd never looked at, and it was a few pages, so I kind of sat down and said, do I have to read this? And she's like, well, no, you're basically signing your life away. So
yeah, that's all you need to know.
And then we just chatted about, dating and being single and sort of the struggles with that. And then I think afterwards, I think I looked you up on Facebook and you said, come into Vancouver, let's go for some drinks.
Yeah, we just kind of started chilling, and I had such bad dates. I was starting to write them all down, and because they were terrible and no one would believe them. And then after a while, Jen and I became very close, and then she had the worst dates ever, and I was like, let's write this together.
I was always
right as soon as you met, literally, you just
a few months later, yeah.
Chatting about them, and friends of mine have said you should start a blog or write a book.
Okay.
Over the years when I told them about our date, they were like, you need to write that down.
So this was journaling at home. You were journaling, and were you documenting your experience?
I wasn't documenting them, but they were solidified.
They were so bad, she remembered everything about them.
They were in there, and I remembered them, and I was like, I can't believe that happened.
But to actually get down to business and make this happen, what was the process like, and how did you do it?
I think honestly, it was just a lot of wine, a lot of we just sat at our house, mostly Janet's house, on her computer, just had wine. We're like, okay, remember this, blah, 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 and we type it down. And then a friend of mine, we had talked to her about doing a possible photo shoot, and she was like, there's this seminar type thing going on. You guys should go. We went, it was all about self-publishing. And we met Megan from the self-publishing agency, and we just talked to her. We were like, we have this kind of half-written book. We don't really know what to do with it. We're clueless at this point. Help. And that was literally 11 months ago.
Drunk all the time.
We're just loaded. We need help. And then 11 months later, here we go.
Wow. So is it something that's actually not that hard to do once you put your mind to it, or was it? A lot of
work. We started, Megan really helped us with the reaching out to other people and saying, and that's when we started thinking, I have friends, Megan has friends that have had terrible dates. Some are happily married now, some are single, some are same kind of struggles, and as soon as we started reaching out to people, they're like, I have a story.
Yeah, everyone has that story. Not just our stories, it's people we know as well that have their stories in there. But you'll never, ever figure out who.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about now your backstory as far as dating and these stories that are actually in this book, because I've only read a few excerpts, but they're pretty jaw-dropping stuff that, you know what, they're almost like a Dear Diary 2018 with the life lessons, the lovely lady lessons of modern day. So tell us a little bit about these experiences and what your past has been like in the dating world and where you're at right now.
I think for me, I had been dating someone for a long time, for 3.5 years. So then when I came out of that relationship, I was just like, I need a couple months. I took a couple months to myself and I was like, okay, I'm ready to date. And it was like nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And
the reason it was going on is so that you could write this book.
It was that. So I had never really experienced that before, but I think Janet had experienced that for a number of years.
Yeah, I went from relationship to relationship and then dated here and there, and often I was just finding that it was just somebody I couldn't have a future with. There were issues, and sort of you get to the 1 year mark and it was like, I really, I want something long term, and there's all these issues, and I feel like if I continue this, it's just going to be kind of a waste of time. So I would date here and there, and I was starting to have a lot of self-confidence issues. I'm like, is it me? Am I not pretty enough, not skinny enough? And so I worked through a lot of that and just, you know, my friends are like, it's not you, these guys are like.
It's definitely him.
Okay, so I've just opened the book to this one. Do not fucking go down there. I have not read this one. I might not be giving this book back because I can live vicariously through you guys since I am not in the online or dating world right now. But you know what the best part is? At the end, every single little chapter, it's got your lessons learned. So what is the message that you're trying to get out there with your book? And
I feel like with like the lessons learned, it's definitely tongue in cheek. We're definitely making fun of the situation a little bit. And we're really doing that because, like Janet was saying, you can sometimes feel really down on yourself. You've gone on so many dates and you're like, oh my God, is it me? What's going on? So it kind of makes us laugh a little bit, and it's like, right, it's not me. This is just a ridiculous situation. So let's laugh at it. Yeah. We're trying to get people really to laugh and see the humorous side at what sometimes can be like a really depressing situation for a lot of women.
And obviously you and your friends have experienced it all. So this is the type of book that is absolutely going to make you feel like a rock star when you're out there dating, right? So how are we going to get our hands on one of these books? Where is it? How can we buy it?
It is available on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. We have a Kindle version that's up there as well. You can always send us a message and we can send you a link. We've got our Instagram at TheUnd8ables, Twitter at TheUnd8ables, Facebook and everything.
You have a website?
We don't have a website just yet. We're poor. So we gotta buy some books from us so we can set up a website.
I imagine you're going to be getting a lot of readers who are going to want to share and communicate with you. I'm so happy that somebody has finally done this though, because it's great to get this kind of stuff out there because it's happening and everybody's experiencing it, but this is raw, true, gritty stuff, and I can't wait to read it. So I've read it a little bit and I love it, so good luck you guys.
Thank you.